welcome everybody. Again, you already know me, Miguel. Okay, I'm right here all the way to the back. The guy with 10 kids and 2 wives. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm your tour guide, and as well, you already know the rest of the crew, the same crew you saw out there. Francisco Paco Taco is the pilot. He's all the way into the cabin. Just wish him luck, because I didn't tell you out there. Today will be his first day, you know, driving a real submarine. So let's see. Mr. Roger, you already know him. He's behind the pilot. He will be the pilot's assistant. And now, in a moment, in a while, to offer you a better service, you're gonna be able to listen our communication sequence between our pilot and the surface officer. Request. Okay, here we are, my friends. There you have those instructors out there. Welcome officially to the National Marine Park Reef of Cozumel. Welcome to this amazing underwater ecosystem. Okay? It's very important we keep in mind that we will explore another world, you know, different than ours out there. So what that means, we can always know where we go, we can always know where we are, but we never know what to expect. This makes more interesting this adventure. However, as you should know, it says that at Coral Reef is where we could find some of the highest concentrations of marine life, because Coral Reef systems provide a lot of habitat, protection, shelters, food, and many services to all kind of creatures. So if we are lucky, we can be able to find any kind of creatures you can imagine, any kind of predators. For example, barracudas, stingrays, sea turtles, and people usually ask about sharks. Yes, we are able to find sharks, but only land sharks. They are in the downtown. Watch out when you go there. No, I'm just kidding. There you go. 49, 50 feet. Nice visibility, my friends, out there. You see all the light you see out there is the natural sunlight. Okay. Yes, we have external lights in the submarine, but we only use them when we do something which we call twilight, you know, on the afternoon. For the rest of the day, we don't use them. So now all the light is natural sunlight. As you see, we got very good visibility, you know. This good visibility is one of the features of Cozumel. One of the reasons why many scuba divers choose Cozumel Island for scuba diving activities. By the way, I don't know if they told you how deep we're gonna be able to go. No, 100 men. Yes, that's right, 100. But at least, I wanna mean, probably more. It depends on our pilot's mood today, and he feels really good today because he got divorced. Okay. 53. Those structures, my friends, I'm talking about the corals. Corals are those like rocks, like trees, you know. They look like, but they are not only rocks. They are not only trees. They are alive. Do you know it? Coral reef systems are built by colonies of thousands of tiny individual animals known as polyps. Those polyps which they are built are really, really small, and they grow on groups or colony, day by day, one on top of each other, and so on. So as the years go, there is a beautiful pair of fish on top of the reef on the starboard side. Top light, I think it's okay. Well, I was saying about the reef, about the polyps, which they are built. They grow on groups or colonies, day by day, one on top of each other. When one colony dies, another one grows on the top of the same. That's why the corals have different forms, you know. But something really interesting about the polyps is that they grow really slow, around 1 or 3 inches per year, no more. So imagine how many years they have in there. That's why many scientists say that coral reef could be some of the oldest creatures around the planet, because some studies have shown that some of them could be around 10,000 years old. By the way, the word coral comes from the Greek language and means the ornaments of the sea. But Mr. Jacques Cousteau, you remember this guy? Jacques Cousteau is the main guy who discovered the reef in Cozumel. He came on the late 60s. He was diving around. When he saw the reef, he did some reef publication to show to the world the beauty of Cozumel, and he called to all the reef the underwater cities. What do you think? Okay. continue. Oh, there's a beautiful queen trigger on starboard, really close at the bottom. Okay. It was, yes. All this part of the island, let me tell you, where we have the reef, is a protected area. The reef line of Cozumel is considered part of the second largest barrier reef around the planet. It has an extension of around 621 miles long, beginning in the north of Cancun in some place called Cabo Catoche, and it goes through 3 countries of Central America like Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras. All this part of the island is a protected area, you know. Mexican government decided to preserve this zone for the next and future generations. So that's why we got special rules out there, like not fishing, not anchoring, not fish feeding. We cannot kick or touch the corals when we are doing the snorkeling activity or scuba diving. And of course, we cannot recollect anything from the bottom. Mostly out there, we are facing around the coral those little tiny blue fish around. Can you see them? Those are known as blue chromis. They are really small, but they have a big responsibility. They are really important for the biodiversity of each one of the corals. My partner Roger, our pilot's assistant, he saw a predator from starboard. He said it's a grouper. You know groupers? It's not really big, but it's a kind of grouper. It's not really easy to see because it's on the base of some of those little structures of corals, and out there getting down is another fish. It's a parrotfish. You know the parrotfish? There's a grouper back here. You see it? I didn't say it, but I say it now. Can you see it, my friends? It's a medium-sized grouper. You see it? Do you see it? On the starboard? Come on, yes or not? Yes. It's a big one. It's not the biggest of the family of the groupers, but it's a big one because the biggest is the famous Goliath grouper. You know the Goliath grouper? People say that the Goliath grouper can weigh easily around 600 pounds. Still there. Okay, we saw a big grouper. I don't know what we could see out there. So remember, keep your eyes wide open, have your cameras ready. Side. 52 feet. Usually, there is a beautiful reef on port side. Look, 52 feet. My friends, now our pilot wants to know, you want to go deeper? Okay, here we going. We will turn around to the port side and from now you will see how the bottom start to disappear and it goes down because we're gonna start to descend. I don't know if you know it, but beginners scuba divers, they can go maximum at 60 feet. Do you know it? They can go deeper, but to do it they need to be like an advanced divers or dive masters. Today we're gonna do it without problem, and will be better for us because it will be without get wet, isn't it? We have some 54.
There's a nice big rain angel. Yeah.
Alright. 60 feet now. As we saw the last reef of the shallow area on board, the first of the deeper zone will be on starboard. From now on, you will see that the cords are really separate one from each other. That's why we need to show one on board, then one on starboard, then one on board, and so on. And also, as we are going deeper, you will see how the environment changed because we got less sunlight, water should be a little bit colder, so that means we can be able to find some other kind of creatures, some other kind of fish, you know. For example, I recommend you paying attention on the white sediment because these white bottoms surrounding the corals are important feeding ground to many kind of creatures. Most common visitors are stingrays. They like to hide or to be buried into this white bottom. By the way, it's a beautiful white sediment, isn't it? You know what is? It's sand. It's sand. But does anybody knows why the sand looks really white, especially on this part of the Caribbean? Nobody? Neither do I. I'm just wondering. No, of course not. Yes, the sand looks really white because it's the result of the erosion of the famous limestone. You know it? Yes, sir. Yes. Limestone is which this island was made like 4.5 million years ago. Ah, there you go. There is another beautiful reef from the starboard side. This white sand works as a mirror because it helps to reflect back to the surface the sunlight. That's why the water looks so clear. There you go.
I don't think so.
There's a beautiful queen angel out there. The queen angel is that round shape with a yellow tail, blue body. You know,
I don't know what kind of fish that is.
well now we will see another reef now on the port side. Almost 80 feet.
It's interesting. Yep.
You wanna go deeper? No? Somebody say no. There's gonna be another reef on the port side now, and I guess next to this reef you will see a beautiful structure like a big basket. We can see most of them on the starboard too. Those are like a basket or barrel, like a big one we are facing on port side, are sea sponges, you know. Especially this one is a kind of barrel sea sponge. Sea sponges are really important because they work as the natural filters of the water. They absorb water through their bodies, absorb the sediment, you know, and then they let the water get out clean. On the port side, you will see another beautiful fish. This one is the same that we saw before. It's a parrotfish. You know the parrotfish? It's on the bottom. The parrotfish On a stingray on port side, they found a stingray. It's not really big, but it's a kind of southern stingray swimming away. Do you see it? It's a southern stingray.
I'd rather see a stingray than a grouper.
I was hoping for stingrays and churros.
Sharks on my side.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Right, there's shark.
We continue with this adventure. On the port side, we're looking around the reef, those small fish. People know them as cottonweed fish. And in a moment from the starboard, we will see the last, listen up, the last reef of our reef line. Because in a moment, we're gonna go outside. We will take you, yes, where officially Cozumel ends and Yucatan Channel begins. To give an idea where, if you remember the blue darker of the water when you came here, on the surface, yes, is where we are taking you now. Almost 90 feet. Now, you wanna go deeper? Yeah. All right, here we're going. Fasten your seatbelts, please. We're gonna pass really close from our little quarter from starboard because the pilot he found a couple of, he said, lionfish. Do you know them? Yes, there should be 2 of them. Try to look carefully, really close at the bottom. On the starboard side, those lionfish, let me tell you, for the rest of the people, they are very dangerous. Not for humans, for the ecosystem, you know. They eat all, can you see them? You should look really careful. Straight down, there is a little structure of coral. Next to it is where you will see those lionfish. Yes, I see one of them, but it's like a hiding little bit. Do you see it? Yes. Yes. It's not really big. Lionfish is the only kind of fish that we can catch from this ecosystem, you know. We can eat them, they are delicious. 97. You see how everything turns like a darker blue, isn't it? Yes. Almost 100 feet. Oh, somebody turned the lights off out there. 100 feet, my friends. There you go. If you want to make pictures to the gauges, you can do it. We will charge you only $10 for each picture, okay? No, I'm just kidding. It will be for free. Do it. because you need to prove back home or back to your cruise ship you survive deeper than a beginner scuba diver. Look on the port side. This is the place which I was talking about you. People on the starboard, in a moment the pilot, he will turn around the submarine, of course, to see it. Look, and we can imagine as a huge mountain underwater, you know, it goes around the island. As I told you, at the very edge is where Cozumel ends and Yucatan Channel begins. Alright? It's one of the most amazing views around the Caribbean, yes. Local scuba divers call this spot of Cozumel as La Pared. That means the wall, you know. And I guess you want to know how deep could be down there. You want to know it?
Yeah.
Listen, almost 2,000 feet, 1,800 feet to the next bottom. And the next question is, you want to try it?
Yeah.
You want to go deeper?
Yeah.
You know what? We better not. It will be only one-way trip. Not today. It's amazing see how at this step we still have it really nice visibility, you know, we're still taking advantage of the natural sunlight. And now our pilot, he will turn around the submarine to see it from our starboard side. At the meanwhile, I will ask you, my friends, do you have any questions so far?
Big fish down there.
Anything you want to know?
I've seen a couple of them pretty big off the thing. I couldn't tell if it was a fish or just something floating. I'm assuming.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you having a good time underwater?
Yeah.
How is our pilot's job so far? Excellent. No, really bad. Could be his first day driving a submarine, isn't it? No, really bad.
Looks like a tuna.
It's amazing. Look, you can see it down there on the port side.
Yeah, right there.
It's a yeah.
I don't
By the way,
know.
I don't know.
usually at this step is when we ask to our guests if we have anybody or any couple celebrating something special with us, as a birthday or as a couple of honeymooners, anniversary, divorces. Forget it. Anyways, I guess if you came with your couple, my friends, it's a good moment to give a great hug and a big kiss. Can you do it? For all the couples, my friends, congratulations, because from now on everything will be better about your relationship because you're reaching the lowest point down here. Okay? Congratulations.
What is it? Because what?
There you go. From the starboard side, now you are looking at this amazing vertical drop off of almost 2,000 feet. We are going back to the shallow area again. At the meanwhile, I would like to tell you something because usually people ask us why everything looks really blue out there, you know. Well, there is a phenomenon known as color absorptions. Have you ever heard talking about this before? Listen, salt water is around 800 times denser than air, you know. And the spectrum of the sunlight has most of the colors, just like the rainbow, okay? So when the sunlight goes through the water, salt water absorbs those colors one by one. The sequence how this happens are, of course, those chart of colors that you have in front of your forehead. That's why if you see the red color is the weakest. And then as we keep going deeper, same happens with the orange, with the yellow, with the green, and finally with the blue. That's why the blue looks as the strongest color so far. And I I say so far because in case we keep going deeper, of course, you know what happens? Yes, everything turns black and white. That's right, Rick. Yes. For that reason, we cannot see very well the colors of the reef out there. However, you may be thinking, what about those TV shows like National Geographic or those magazines? When the scuba divers film those TV shows, they illuminate the corals. And out there now we are not using external lights, remember. See what happens once our pilot turns the lights on. See now how the red color gets brighter. Okay? Is that all scuba divers do on those TV shows to get the real colors of the corals. And out there, remember, because of this phenomenon, we cannot see them very well. Do you understand? Great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our pilot wants to give a big surprise. Guess what? He's looking for our Mexican Titanic. You wanna see it? But he wants to know, are you in a rush? Okay, good, because the last time he tried to find it, we spent out here for around 2 hours. Is that a problem? Excellent. And meanwhile, I will explain you, or I will tell you some information about our submarine. This submarine is the only one in whole Mexico, okay? And it was built in Vancouver, Canada in 1994. Capacity for 48 passengers and 3 crew members. Something really interesting is that our submarine, I'll tell you later because our pilot, he found it. There you go, on the starboard side, you're facing our Mexican Titanic. The last boat that our pilot drove before. See how he left it. Yes, people on board side. Of course, in a moment, he will turn around the submarine to see it on your side. There is our Mexican Titanic. Very often find scuba divers around because if you see our gauges, it's not really deep. It's a maximum 65 feet. How old? The pilot, 50 years old. Now, you want to know the history about the wreck?
Yeah.
The real or the one we made up? The real, I guess, okay? The real. It was built in Seattle, Washington in 1943. Okay? It was named C-53. It was built for the World War II. After some years, it was working as a minesweeper boat from the US Navy. After some years, it was sold to Mexico to work from our Mexican Navy. What was working in Mexico was renamed as Felipe Xicoténcatl. Finally, when was taken out of service, it was donated in Cozumel. And listen, on the year of 2000, it was sunk out there on purpose to create an artificial reef. So what I mean, it wasn't an accident. Nobody died. It was sunk to create an artificial reef. That's it. Now we are
That's what I was wondering.
turning around the
Oh,
submarine to see one more time the shipwreck on port side. And Roger told me that on the starboard you will see a couple of angelfish. The angelfish have wrong shape. Oh, I guess.
It's a
cowfish next to the coffee.
I see that. Next to it.
That one's definitely moving.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's so cool.
That's all I got.
Now he's got to build energy and wait 10 minutes and make the next one. Oh, there he goes again.
The conch shells
Yeah,
everywhere.
they're moving too. Like they're moving around.
Okay, people on board side. There's a shipwreck and a barracuda. They saw a barracuda out there. Look for it. Barracudas are one of the fastest predators. I don't know. All right, can you see it? The barracuda. Barracudas, many people consider them as dangerous. You know, and the race is getting closer. Many people consider them as dangerous. Don't worry, barracudas are harmless. They don't attack men,
I think the whole ship was
only women. Now I'm just kidding. My friends, take your last pictures with a view of the shipwreck. We are saying goodbye. As you see, we always say the best for last. The pilot now will take a safety position. We will listen to him requesting permission to go back. Before we want to know how was it, do you like it? A big applause to our pilot, please. Can we do it? He did an excellent job. Can you hear the last views?
Oh, that's awesome.
We see you on the surface in a moment. Thank you.
That's cool. Yo, that is a real big ship though. Holy
Yeah, that's
cow.
why you couldn't see it. Because I was like, it's the whole ship. And the whole thing was...
Yeah, that was so cool. Pretty much just people. Just a whole lot of
We got the best view of the barracuda.
Switching to base chef radio, blowing air ballastas while leaving 39 feet right now. Roger, Boronov.
Scared me. More scuba divers.
There's a sea turtle, I guess, finally on the starboard. Look down there, probably. Somebody found a sea turtle. The distance, I guess. It was from the front, I don't know if anybody could see it on the front, my friends. Do you see it? Ah, it's down there. Oh my God, I'm really sorry. It was at the end. Ah, there is at the bottom. You see it? It's at the bottom. It's going there. Oh my God. All right, welcome to Cuba. You made it.
No, I just didn't want to be in one here.
Okay, my friends, we are on the surface officially. Just remain on your seats, please. We will do the maneuvers.